What's good, ayezo, back with another video. Hope y'all enjoying y'all day out there today. So in this video, I want to talk about a lesson I've learned in my spiritual journey. Now, at the beginning of my awakening, right, back in 2019, I was quitting weed and going through a spiritual awakening. So that made me like extremely distant with people. I didn't want to talk to nobody if you wasn't spiritual. I felt like you was going to hold me up on my spiritual journey, honestly. If you wasn't spiritual, I feel like you had nothing for me. You know what I mean? And weed was already doing that because like when I was smoking weed, when I was high, like I didn't want to talk to nobody anyway. You know what I mean? So as I was going through that process of quitting and going through an awakening, like I was cutting off people left and right, family, friends, co-workers, females, like I feel like they had nothing for me if you wasn't spiritual. You know what I mean? And that did work out well for me because I did learn a lot. I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying? When you first go through an awakening, you learn a lot about like fake foods, social programming, law of attraction, manifesting, energy, vibration. Like it's just a lot to learn, a lot to take in. And as I was going through that, I was cutting off people. Right now, at this point in my awakening journey, at this point in life, like I understand that everybody has something to teach us. Everybody is a teacher. I'm talking about family, friends, co-workers, customers, exes, kids, like everybody has some experience on this earth, and you can learn something by having a conversation with them. So what I want to say in this video is don't be like a turtle to the world, like go in your shell and not talk to nobody, because that's what I was doing. Not really talking to nobody outside my immediate family. Anybody who wasn't spiritual, like I said, or my immediate family, like I wasn't trying to talk to you. I ain't feel like you had nothing to teach me. I felt like you was gonna hold me up. Like I ain't feel like you had nothing for me, you know what I mean? So I was blocking myself off from the world. Nowadays, like I'm open to having conversations with people. I'm not about to give you my whole life story, but I'm saying like I'm open to talking to customers, strangers. Like I realize there's a lot of information to learn out here. You can learn a lot just by talking with somebody else, you know what I mean? But don't block yourself off from the world. I feel like I was being extreme with it. You know what I mean? When you first go through awakening and you learn about protecting your energy, vibration, and you just learning so much information, you just want to be left alone. And I completely understand that. Y'all know me, bro. I like being alone. I love doing things on my own, not asking nobody for nothing or anything like that. But you gotta learn to balance it out. You know what I mean? Balance it out, protecting your energy, and still being open and talking to people around the world who are not spiritual, not on the same journey as you, not on the same path as you. They still got things to teach you. Everybody got experience here on this earth, and they got something they can teach you. But you gotta be open to talking to them. You know what I mean? Me personally, I like to ask people questions about their life. You know, I was in a hair salon a few days ago, and I was talking to the lady doing my hair. It was my first time in there. And we was talking a lot about like life and stuff like that, like where she grew up at. She grew up in Ghana, and I was learning about Ghana. And she was asking me questions about my life and stuff like that, like YouTube. Like she didn't know you can make money off of YouTube or make money off the internet and stuff like that. And as I was telling her like what I do and stuff like this, she was like, she started dancing, bro. She was so happy that God brought her to me. She was like, God brought you to me for a reason. She was so happy, bro. And I felt like we all got a gift to share with other people, and that's our life experience. You know what I mean? You may not feel like you wise or feel like you super smart, but you have life experience. And when you talk to people and you share your life experience, you can help them out. You're giving them your gift. Ask them questions. They can give you information about their life, give you their gift, you know what I'm saying, the information that they learned in their life. And you share information about what you got going on in life or what you've been through in life, stuff like that. You can help somebody out like tremendously, bro, just by being open to having a conversation. You know what I mean? I could have went inside the hair salon and been to myself, kept my headphones in. But I went in there like with an open mind, like I'm gonna talk to anybody who just wanna talk, you know what I mean? So we talked about a lot of things, and I'm glad I did that because she was super happy, bro. She was like, I'm finna make me a YouTube channel with me doing hair, stuff like that. Because she felt like it was no way for her to make money while she's sleeping, stuff like that. And she felt like she was gonna work to the day she died, you know what I mean, to be honest with y'all. But me being open and having a conversation with her, sharing my experience with her, it just gave her like a sense of hope, bro. Like a sense of hope, you know what I mean? She was just super happy. Like I said, she started dancing. She's an older woman, but she started dancing. Like she felt like there was another way to live life. Now, when you talk to people, don't mean you gotta tell them your whole life story, but just like I don't tell people my whole life story either, bro. Like I'm really to myself, you know what I'm saying? I don't really let nobody get close, to be honest with y'all. But like I'll give you a little bit of information, a little bit of things I've learned in my life, and hopefully it can help you out. You know what I mean? So just be open to having conversations with people. If you don't want to tell them about your life, because I really don't do that, but just asking questions. Like asking questions, you can learn a lot by asking questions. Like if you're in the elevator, if you're in a grocery store, you get your hair done, something like that, just ask people questions. You can learn so much. And that's one thing that I really wasn't doing at the beginning of my spiritual awakening. I was in my own world, in my own bubble. Like I said, it's a balance you gotta have to it. Don't be extremely socially distant. Don't be protecting your energy to the extreme, you know, because there's still people out here that can teach you things, whether they're spiritual or not, you know what I mean? Don't just block yourself off from the world, go in your little cocoon like you're a butterfly and work on yourself. Because that's what I was doing, working on myself in my own little world. And like I said, my life did improve a lot. I learned to protect my energy. I learned to keep a high vibration. I manifested a lot of good things, moved out my parents' crib. A lot of good things did happen for me. But nowadays, at this point right now, I realize like everybody has something to teach us, whether they're spiritual or not. They got life experience, and if you ask them questions, you can learn a lot. Things that can help you on your journey, you know what I mean? You never know who you might run into, and if you just open to having a conversation, nobody can change your life. You could change their life, you know what I'm saying? Give your gift out to the world. People looking for you, bro. Especially if you spiritual and you got knowledge, they looking for you, bro. They may or may not be open to hearing what you got to say, but you never know. I was talking to one guy yesterday as I was dropping off a package at work. I started talking to him a little bit. I'm like, you got an accent, bro. Where you from? He was like, I'm from the UK. I was like, you must have just moved here. He was like, nah, I've been here for 13 years. So I learned something like, even if you move to a new city, a new country, somewhere like that you ain't grow up in, that don't mean your accent gonna go away. You know what I mean? I thought when you move somewhere, you start talking like them, sounding like them. You know what I mean? But he been here for 13 years in the US, and he still sound like he came from the UK. He still got his accent. You know what I mean? So I learned something new just by talking to him about that. Just because you move somewhere don't mean you're going to just naturally pick up their accent, how they talk. He been here for 13 years and he still sound the same. You know what I mean? So I want to share this video with y'all, man. Anybody out there going through a spiritual awakening, don't just put yourself inside a cocoon. Don't just be inside your turtle shell and not talk to the world. I ain't see nothing, I ain't hear nothing. Don't do that. Get out here, spread your wings, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, talk to people, explore. You know, just be open to having conversations because you never know what you might learn, how somebody can change your life or you can change their life, you know what I mean? Just by talking to them, uplifting them, or just giving them some quick game or knowledge or whatever, you know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts on this video, share this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace out, y'all.
The possibility that dreams from long ago may still come true, even if they look lost forever.